Good afternoon, Erin. My name is Bree from Northland Marketing. How are you doing today? I spoke with you earlier, and as promised, here is your analysis. I wanted to get on here real quick and go through your site in this video to do an audit and show you personally what's holding your website back from being in the top 3 on Google. I'm going to jump in and start going through what we see and where we think you can get the most value. I'm going to mainly be going over 3 things you can do today to really bring value to your company and start outranking your competitors online. The very first thing I want to go over is your website and what we call content. When someone searches for septic in Virginia, Google crawls the websites on the internet, searching and ranking the results. Google's looking for keywords, it's looking for what the site should be found for. Now, when I go through your website, I see you have some great photos and a beautiful layout, but not a whole lot of content. And one thing I can tell you about Google is that they love content. They like to see a minimum of 1,500 words on your homepage, and you guys only have about 300 words on here. So getting up to that minimum amount of words and having those keywords added is really going to make a difference in you being found. Now, not only does Google come in and look at your website, but they actually read the content you have on here. They're looking for those keywords. They're looking for the services you provide, and what areas you serve. So having those in here is really going to help you be found. Now, if we go to a Google search for well and septic inspection in Virginia, we can see that these are the top 3 companies that are listed. Now, this is called the Map Pack, and the top 3 listed here are the ones that receive a lot of the work because they're super easy to find and they're listed right away. The websites listed below here, these are called the organics, and the same things apply. You want to be listed on the front page, and ideally within these top 3 positions, so that the most amount of people are going to be able to find you. Now, I know that this isn't actually a septic company, but they are ranking first, so let's take a look at their website. We can see that they have a lot of words on here, right? Now, I know it's a blog, but they have a lot of words on here, so that's helping them to rank. Let's also talk about why they're listed first. This is a paid program I use to research websites called Ahrefs. I went ahead and put them into here so we can see what you're up against. The second thing I want to go over is UR and DR ratings. Now, these are really important and they affect where you fall in the results. A UR rating is a trust rating, meaning how much Google trusts your website, whereas a DR rating shows how powerful your website is in the eyes of Google. These are generally raised by backlinks. We can see that they have about 28 backlinks coming from 10 different websites. I know these numbers are a little skewed because it's not their home page, it's just a back page. So we don't actually have to beat 53. We're more focusing on the 16 and the 28 overall backlinks. Now, a backlink refers to a link that points back to your website. In Google's eyes, it's kind of like a popularity contest. A good example of this would be if a blog website wrote an article about septic companies and they listed your website URL as a company they recommended. All right, that would be one backlink. I want to call attention to their organic keywords. These are the keywords within their content that we were speaking about before. Okay, so for example, Virginia septic system regulations. There's approximately 100 people searching for that every month. They're in first. This isn't directly related to your website, but because there's a pretty large search volume, you're going to want to be showing up. People will be looking to you, and they might even be calling you for services if they realize that you're familiar with these. Well and septic inspection Virginia, there's about 20 people searching for that a month. Again, they're in first. Virginia septic tank regulations, another 20 people searching for that, and they're at least on the front page. While there's a high search volume for this one, there's no location attached, so we can't guarantee that everyone looking for this is local. Okay, Virginia septic inspection requirements, another 40 people searching for that a month. Virginia well and septic guidelines, another 50 people searching for that, right? Fairfax County septic records, not super related. But Virginia septic inspection, another 30 people searching, right? So there's a lot of words out there. You just want to find them and you want to be ranking for them. So people are able to find you no matter what they're looking for. The more times they find you, the more likely they are to come to your website and the more likely they are to call and become a customer. Okay, so it's important you want to be showing up for all of those terms. When we look at your website's ratings, we can see your UR rating is a little higher, which is good, but your DR rating is 0. Okay, you only have 7 overall backlinks coming from 4 websites. One of those is powerful, which is good, but pretty low all around. When we look at your organic keywords, most of them aren't really helping you. Okay, we have your name, which is good. You know, these are okay, but there's no location attached to them. So the people, if they're searching these, they're not necessarily going to be using you because they could be in California. It kind of works the same way with companies near me. You can have these on your website, but what really determines who's going to find you is Google. If Google doesn't realize where you are, then they're not going to show you in the results when someone's looking in Virginia. Okay, but in this video, we went over how to get yourself to the top and get Google to realize where you are. 1, through your homepage and how you're going to want 1,500 words on there, plus your keywords. 2, through your UR and DR ratings and how we'd want to raise those with backlinks. Then 3, backlinks. What your competition has, kind of beat them out. By showing Google you have more authority. And if you implemented these strategies today, you could be on the front page of Google. I hope that this was helpful for you, and I look forward to hearing your feedback. Have a great night.